Greetings! Do you want to get rid of, dissolve, dismantle, cast your burdens to the great I am so that you truly can be moved by the I am presence, to embody the I am presence? If you find that you focus on small thinking or you are judging people and you're just getting fixated in these lower looped thoughts, I want to speak to 5 ways you can activate the God consciousness, the I am, and truly walk as Jesus did, Yeshua, Master Issa, being, fully merged with the Father and I are one. And so we have to realize that there are things that may need to be done because you may have adopted ways of being that are literally looping you in to these lower subconscious programs. Okay, so I am Elasa Tina Marie, and I am here as a quantum soul guide, sharing quantum mechanics and embodiment techniques to help you embody the true self. So number 1 is speaking life into yourself. You have got to realize that what you say is. So number 1, to embody the presence of the I am, to allow God's consciousness, the bigger wholeness, to literally merge into this avatar, which is you, but you may have identified with a lower version you and forgot that your reason you came here was to be great in doing so, and to do great things and serve in great ways. That creates this beautiful musical, symphony of actions that come together with the whole. And when we forgot that and we became small, limited, and we then thought that's who we were, we then maybe drop down into lower frequencies and literally have the body be entangled with that. And so you may have these lower thoughts that come in that you need to delete, and you can watch my other videos about that. But truly start to speak word and speak life into yourself right when you get up in the rising. Super important. So you can say, you can sit in the mirror, you can just sit in meditation and say to yourself, I am love, I am great. And if you feel like you need help, you can literally use from the Bible, cast your burdens to God and let Him sustain you. Okay? So if you need help, you can ask for help from great teachers like Master Issa, Christ. And if you have got this, then you know what to do. You need to start speaking more super consciously so that your subconscious mind can memorize these super conscious things that you're saying to yourself. So that when you're caught off guard in the middle of the day, that new subconscious whisper that comes in really is this new memorized, I am love, I am great, I am wholeness. Okay? And then catch your words, catch what you're saying. Be so mindful, be self-aware of what you're speaking about. And be mindful of what you're listening to, because you're memorizing everything you hear. The body consciousness memorizes that and then puts it on repeat. Number 2 is you want to catch yourself when you are in the small mind of the ego and you are judging and criticizing, even just within yourself. As soon as you catch yourself judging, you know you're not in the I am presence. You know that you are not embodying the God consciousness. So quickly catch yourself, maybe even snap your fingers and reassess that I am, right? I forgive to forgive. Whatever I was just judging, let me find out why I was judging it. Because if I was judging outside of myself, it's because I judge myself of that. Forgive yourself and find what were you just nitpicking about? And then find that in yourself. Why, where in your own consciousness and your own doings are you doing that 1%? Somewhere in your life, you are. And if you feel, no, I've cleaned that up, I'm not doing that, well, it must mean that you're expecting others to still do that. So, clean that up, dissolve, dismantle, release, everywhere you're expecting people to be, okay? And know that they too are the I am presence. Everyone is God pushed out if you allow them to be. Neville Goddard talks a lot about this. We have to realize that as soon as I can make a new agreement that everyone is awesome and everyone is God pushed out, everyone is me pushed out as the I am presence, then they all get permission to be their best self. Okay, number 3 is set a time alone to be in the dark room. Again, I just was working with the Bible this morning, so I'm going to keep referencing the Bible, some amazingness that's in there. Christ reminds us to go into the dark room. In Matthew 6, it says, but when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father, who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. So, when you spend time, this is speaking to 2 things. When you spend time, dark room, that means inside yourself, in the temple, with your eyes closed. You can go into a closet. I've found many years that I meditate in closets in different houses and apartments. But you go into that dark room or go into that cave and, pray. And, you can do like the praying of asking. But the most important prayer work we understand in the Gospel of Thomas that we're not put in the Bible is that we have to speak it as is, that we have to know it already is fulfilled. We're not asking for it. We're declaring. We're using the word to then spiral out and create reality. So this is where our quantum mechanics meets our spirituality. So you have to know when you're praying inside, I am so grateful that, my partner is just illuminated and they are so successful. They are living in their divine masculine. What an amazing day this is going to be, right? And when you're even doing that on the second part of this is that you don't have to tell everybody about it. I know I'm making a video about it for educational purposes and to share part of my dharma, my service to the world. But sometimes you're going to pray about things in that dark room and no one needs to know about it. Okay. Number 4 is knowing your divinity and all others' divinity. So you have to realize that you are made in the image of God, Goddess, the One, Source Light, the Most High. And so when you know that's who you are and you embody that, and then you, on a bigger level, know that everyone else is that as well, you are activating that God code within you, and not only within you, but within the entire field of existence. So spend time within yourself, really adorning and loving yourself, giving yourself just such self-love and appreciation for being this amazing presence, to really acknowledge your divinity. And, rising practices and even evening setting sun practices are really great for doing this. So meditation, movement, exercise, drinking water, thinking kind thoughts about yourself, thinking kind thoughts about everyone around you, giving gratitude and thanks. There's that never can be put down or put away, like we've said it too many times. Be so grateful, speak greatness and speak thankfulness in your journaling, in your words to yourself, and in your words to others. Get good at receiving compliments for your greatness and giving compliments, thanking people, like sincerely thanking people so that God code activates in you. Number 5 is using your energy wisely and keeping your connection to God consciousness. So this means daily practice in the morning, in the evening, making sure you're breathing, you're meditating, you're connecting and really speaking it. I am fully illuminated with the light. I'm here to do God's work. I'm here to be my best self. And that speaking it and breathing it and illuminating it in your inner vision, you are set. You are really fully holding this sincere connection and you have filled the cup with this most amazing energy. Then when you open your eyes, spend some time just being mindful and observing all that you see in front of you is God's energy. It's all one. It's all God. It's all Goddess. It's all light. It's all love. Until we drop into a small mind to judge it, it then becomes, blind to the positive part of the polarity and only focused on the shadow. So we have to realize the whole thing is all good. It's all here for us, through us, by us. It's how we're interpreting it from a small point of view or from a higher point of view. So get good at interpreting what's going on around you with mindfulness meditations, where you just interpret like the beauty. You hold the witness of like, this is all light particles stacked up. This is God's building blocks, God's Legos, and I'm projecting it. And I'm being this God self. Like from that wonder, from that innocence, from that ability just to see with such wonder around you, you will then take that into your day. And that currency, that energy will be then delivered out in front of you. So by you holding that connection and being that spiritual energy, you literally get to see miracles happen in front of you. With that said, we have to remember our imagination when we close our 2 eyes is also a current of like infinite magical energy, truly heavenly energy. And so behind our 2 eyes, whatever we visualize and imagine like we did as a child, we literally get to also project that and have that be what gets experienced in our day. And so use your inner energy wisely on what you're visualizing and focusing on. And then when you open your 2 eyes, again, what are you focusing on and how are you seeing it? Because how you interpret it from a high point of view of your God self or a low point of view of the small wounded ego or wounded child that needs some attention, will be how the rest of the movements of the day will either be depleted or they'll be fulfilled with unlimited amounts of energy, which is unlimited currency. Because then when you're connected and you focus and you speak it, and so it is, you'll have more instant manifestations. So I hope this helps you. Please leave in the comments if you like this video, if there's something about it that really touched you, if you have an example for us as a tribe to look at and share about, please share in the comments. It really helps all of us stay connected and start to build a better community here on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.